It's the annual International Women's Day, a day set aside by the United Nations to draw attention to the plights of women around the world. This year, the focus is celebrating acts of courage and determination by women who have played an extraordinary role in the history of their countries and communities.
If African women stop working for 2 weeks, the whole continent will collapse. So our work is so critical to the survival of Africa and to our development that improving our situation in the workplace should be one of the key priorities of our government.
In Nigeria, women make up more than half of the country's population, but their contributions in key sectors such as agriculture and nation building is often underestimated.
70% of rural women earn their living working in the agri sector. Yet, most women have no access to land. Low investment in agriculture deny them access to finance, training and inputs to increase their productivity.
Nigerian women are facing enormous challenges, especially at workplace. This year's celebration centers on the overwhelming majority of them in the informal economy, subsidizing care and domestic work with little or no protection. They are making enormous sacrifices for the good of the society.
It's high time we actually change the narrative of women working extra hours without pay. A lot of times women work, apart from having the formal job, and they get less paid than men. They also do extra work. They work at home. They do a lot of work without pay. You see women as housewives.
We ask the Nigerian government today to end the injustice of multiple taxation that women have to face. It erodes the incomes of women and sustains the poverty of women. In Nigeria today, it is still said that over 70% of Nigerians are poor. Over 80% of the poor are women. This is completely unacceptable.
In Nigeria, policy decisions are influenced by certain factors such as gender, ethnicity, experience and education, amongst others. But a lot of discrimination against women still exists in politics, access to loan, and disparity in the average income of a female worker doing the same job as a male counterpart.
What we find out is that women are not as well represented, especially in the organized private sector, in the corporate world, in businesses.
A lot of times we reserved some specific jobs for women. When we look at nurses, when we look at cleaners, with all due respect to those who are doing this job, we need to allow women to challenging jobs.
The theme, Women in Changing World of Work, is coming at a time when Nigerian women have demonstrated doggedness and amazing presence in all sectors of the economy and contributing meaningfully to nation building.
Women's evolution in the political arena has brought female technocrats as political appointees and leaders of various government institutions. Although women are fewer than the men in positions of authority, their performance is an eye-opener to the fact that underrepresentation of women in leadership positions needs more attention.
This year's International Day for Women is equally coming at a time when the United Nations is also looking at the option of engaging men to champion the cause of gender equality in its E for She campaign. Alima Fashakin, NIT News, Abuja.